That was it's fun to watch fifth-year senior, been so loyal to this program, go out like that with a win first, and then with such a great offensive performance. That was pretty special.
You ever seen anything like that before?
Not here. No, not here. That was pretty special.
Any kind of indication or inkling that he might have a game like that?
Well, when I continually was asked about Drew's slump a couple weeks ago, I think I said he goes through those for whatever reason every year, but when he breaks out of them, he really breaks out of them. He averaged 25 points a game on the Oregon trip. He comes out here and gets 47. I didn't think he'd get 47, but when he breaks out of those slumps, he comes back pretty strong, and I think that's what we've been witnessing here in these last 3 games.
Is it anything that you can compare to at this level? I mean, just, you know, anything that you've seen before that you would say that it was kind of like that?
Not many. You know, there was a kid from Santa Clara that had an unbelievable game against Arizona earlier. I think he scored 40-something, but I think that was also in the overtime. This is in regulation. This was in regulation, and if the game is closer, the score is closer, good chance he would have had 50 because he would have been in the game longer in the second half. No, I haven't here.
What about the final with a minute left, bringing it back in? What was the thought process?
We were losing the lead a little too fast, and once I saw they started to press us, then it was fair game to bring him back in. Once he got pressed, because obviously he's our best foul shooter and very good ball handler. So that's why we brought him back in.
Were you aware of the single game record? Was there any effort to maybe try to leave him in to get that? Or?
I was not aware of the single game record during the game. Yeah, it's always I was not aware.
Talked about swagger earlier, that you guys had it at the beginning of the season, kind of lost it over this slump. What do you think of a win like this, not just Andrew's performance, but being up by 25? What does that do for you guys going into the tournament?
I think our guys did a good job of not overlooking this game. Forget the opponent, not overlooking this game, because I sense there's a real excitement to go and play next week in the Pac-12 tournament. So just to come out and play like this, I think does nothing but boost our confidence going into next game.
Coach, the team went 2 of 16 over the final 7-14 from the run and play.
Who went 2 for 16?
The entire team.
Oh.
What attributes to that cooling off?
It was pretty emotional, and you know what happened. Andrew started to go off, and we fed him, and we fed him, and we fed him, and Andrew he came out of the game. And, you know, without him in there, maybe we didn't have as much of a rhythm. Then
With Marquise?
we started to clear the bench.
With Marquise, the tee, was that close? Were you able to kind of figure out what was done, what happened there?
Yeah, but not gonna discuss it.
Lorenzo, how do you balance that when the game starts to get out of hand, but you have a kid who has a chance to maybe do something pretty special?
When it's senior night, try to let him do something special. I thought 40 was special, but like I said, I didn't know what the scoring record was during the heat of the battle during the game.
If you'd known that it was 49, would that have changed the way you handled it?
Do you think that would have been bad sportsmanship? You don't have to answer. He's a senior. It's his last time at home. And maybe you call me a poor sport, but it's his last time. You know, we talk about seniors as something you never forget is your last home game. Well, that would have been even more unforgettable. But either case, he's not going to forget that one.
I meant that
Is it for?
if you'd known he was that close, I meant like that it would have been.
What is the record?
49.
Oh, yeah. Let me see the record.
How tough is it for seniors to play well in this game? I'm sure you've seen that the other way when guys are just too amped up and just can't?
I would say most of the time, the seniors that are pretty good, they play well in this game. Sweet. Most of the time, they play pretty well in this game.
Do you remember a situation like that where you had to take a guy out of the game innovation and then brought him back in?
No, never happened before. Never happened.
Anything else, guys?
Greg, just a quick thing about the tournament, just looking forward to it, playing four games, 4 days with such a young team. Do you think your young guys maybe have worn down a little bit, maybe part of the problem down the stretch, or how do you feel about that?
If we would have been worn down, we would have been losing double digits every game. You could just see it. There'd been some 18, 20-point defeats in there. We were in almost every game. If you're worn down, that doesn't happen. Not with this group. And whatever it is, we play in a week. I think we'll be fresh, ready to go.
Lorenzo, how big was that run at the end of the half? Not just Baby Boy's shot, but I think the game was tied with 5 minutes left to go in the half, and then all of a sudden you're up 10.
We got up 4. Once we got up 4, I thought that was enough cushion for us to relax a little bit. We really started to play, and DeJounte's shot obviously got it up to 10, but I thought we were starting to go before then. And when we came out in the second half, I just thought our guys came out and played with a lot of purpose on both ends.
All right, thanks.